Ben, we see in your vlogs, in interviews, in your podcast as well, that you talk a lot about Fantasy Premier League. Why do you love it so much?
Probably the same reason you do. It's belting. It is, isn't it? It's world class. Like every season before it starts, the anticipation of it all, thinking this is going to be my year. Mm-hmm. This is the year that I show everybody how knowledgeable I am about football. And then within 3 weeks, I've used my wild card and I've disillusioned with it all. I'm fuming. And that is exactly where I am right now. It's honestly, it's been the worst. I think it might be the worst season in my career of Fantasy Premier League.
Okay, so have you already used the wild card, and what on earth has gone wrong?
I've used the wild card.
A lot of people have, don't worry.
I think I used it after week 3.
Okay.
I think Ronaldo killed me, to be honest with you. I won't lie, because him signing and being so expensive made it that I had to get him in the team, but there was just no way I could get him into the team without using the wild card. So I just had to go for it. I went top heavy. I went straight away for Lukaku, Kane and Ronaldo, and it's backfired.
What was the rest of your team
That's
like?
what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. You can't do it like that. It's so sloppy from me. I know better than this. It's just an emotional decision, and that's why I'm raging with myself. One thing I know is you have to have Mo Salah in your team. It's essential. Yeah, you have to have Mo Salah in your team. So I think what I need to do is basically get rid of one of the big hitters on the top.
Who are you going to go with?
I've already got rid of Kane. Don't worry about it. I got rid of Kane.
I was going to say that's a lot of money to spend on someone.
It's the majority of the budget gone already. So I've got rid of Kane. I've got Solomon Rondon in for this weekend that's just gone. Okay. He got me like 2 points, which is brilliant. Thank you. To be fair, Harry Kane didn't get much better anyway. So I think you just have to have Mo Salah in your team. It's as simple as that. 2 good strikers, Mo Salah, and then a fairly decent team around it.
Let's take a look at your team then.
Do we have to?
Yeah, come on.
It's so bad.
Because last week was a difficult game week. I'll hold my hands up. I didn't have a very good game week. Then I checked your team and I realised you feel a lot better about yourself. You've actually had a worse game week than me, so it made me feel a bit better.
Right, so this week, 31 points. I've got myself in goal.
Is that something you always do?
I always do that, yeah. I will always do that. Whether I play myself or not is a different thing. I think this year, I was in a lot of teams anyway. I think I was the second most selected goalkeeper just for the fact I was £4 million and there was a chance I might play at some point. So a lot of people have me in their team anyway, but I will always put myself in the team. I'll always kind of sort of back myself. But I've also got Hugo Lloris, who spent the weekend on the bench, which is probably a good decision because I got a point more than him. Christensen in defence, Manquillo, Duffy, Dia. Oh my God, Eric Dyer. Between them got 4 points. It's a shambles. How bad is that?
So you didn't start the season in goal for Watford. Dan Backman did. A lot of people did do the Watford double up.
Yeah.
Now Watford haven't kept a clean sheet this season, but you are back in goal. Why should managers pick you now?
I think we're a better team than most people give us credit for. I think we will keep clean sheets for sure. The fact we haven't kept one yet is an absolute shambles, to be perfectly honest. It's 6 games, you should be at least keeping one. But no, I think we're a decent team. Like every game we've played so far, we've been very competitive in. So the clean sheets are coming. They're just round the corner for sure. But I'd say try and invest in a Watford defender, maybe Cathcart, maybe Will Troost-Ekong, somebody that might get on the end of something, maybe Kika Firmino at right back. Yeah. But yeah, the clean sheets are coming for sure.
Have you got any transfer plans this week?
No, I always like to leave it until Friday. It's Champions League this week as well, so I'm always worried about a player getting an injury.
And finally, last season, when I interviewed you about this, you told me that you were in a head-to-head with your son and you enjoyed the rivalry. How's that going so far this season? Are you beating him?
No, I'm not. I told you, it's the worst season in my career. I'm having a stinker. I don't know how to explain it. I can't pick the right captain. He'll always not score. I'll bench players or I'll swap players and then they'll score. Like I swapped Mo Salah for Jota. Yeah, I swapped Mo Salah for Jota this weekend. Jota goes and scores. He hasn't scored for a couple of weeks. It's typical. It's just now if I make a decision in Fantasy Premier League at the minute, do the opposite of what I do. Basically, everybody's beating me. I'm near the bottom in every one of my mini leagues, and it's so disheartening as well. Because like I say, this year was supposed to be my year, the year where I overcome and show everybody, like I say, how knowledgeable I am, and it's backfired massively.
Don't worry, we all feel like that every year. I think it's an FPL manager's problem.
Yeah, maybe. Like my own mini league, I'm like 70 odd thousandth in my own mini league. It's outrageous.
Well, I hope things get better for you in the rest of the season. You'll have to come on the show soon and talk to us and maybe get some tips.
I appreciate it. I need them.